All right, welcome back. So this is a follow-up on the bottles. I already flushed them out, a couple flushes of lion's mane. You can even see they were actually on their very final flush, and I called it. They were just getting too small. Some feedback on doing these bottles with lion's mane in particular. One viewer commented that I should drill holes in the caps or in the bottoms. That way the harvest is a lot easier. I definitely should have done that. But this video is about my high-tech emptying device that I invented. So yeah, I'm just using this spoon, nothing fancy. It's on a drill. And I'm just reaming it out and then knocking it out. And it helps to get down the walls, like at least go down the 3 sides of the walls. And then from there, just bang it out. And you're good. Nothing high-tech. Cheap and easy. This is from like the dollar store. It's a really junky, or I think it's from like Walmart in like a 3-pack for like $2. Thank you, Joanna, for letting me steal this from the kitchen. It is now permanently in the garage. So yeah, the bottles, I'm going to be firing them back up again. I got some more boxes of them too. So I have a total of 8 trays total. So I'm going to do some batch spawning with them next. So I'm going to be doing like a lime bag or a lime bottle. So it's going to be supplemented fuel pellets with some lime. And the lime is going to bring the pH up to like 11 or higher. And I'm going to spawn it in one big batch and then stuff them into the jars and just do it flat on the top. The last video you saw, I was using like an inoculation tool and it made like a hole down the middle. That way the spawn would go all the way through. Well, since I'm going to be batch spawning it, the spawn's already going to be mixed in and I could just pack it all down how I need it to be. I'll probably be doing oysters for this batch just to see how they work. And also I don't have a lion's mane culture on hand right now, so I'm just going to do that. And I'll make sure I document that. I'll be spawning them probably in the next week or 2. Right now I got to clean these bottles out, run them through the wash, because since I'm batch spawning, the bottles have to be clean. They can't have all this moldy, nasty, old growth that's been sitting in there for like 2 months now. Surprisingly, this substrate is actually a little bit wet still. Like, it has some moistness to it. I bet you if I pluck these old fruits off and dunk these, like soak them, just fill them up with some water, I bet you they would flush again, because they're lion's mane and that's what they do best. They just keep flushing and flushing. If you want to get these bottles, they're on fungiforthepeople.org. I'll put the link below. For the bottles, they're about $80 for 2 racks. But if you want to get a lot and bulk up, it's a lot cheaper if you want to buy like a whole pallet of them, say, and do a little operation. The main advantage of using these bottles is the fact that you're not making plastic waste. That's the main thing. They're going to hurt you on labor, or they're going to hurt you on equipment. So the equipment's expensive. Me and Jay, we were looking at, the owner of Fungi for the People, we were looking at making some equipment. Probably in the future, hopefully we can bring that to America. And if we could, or make it in America, hopefully that would be the best bet. That would make the world a better place, really, and bring a bigger variety of jars too, because a lot of people were saying that these are a little bit small. These are 800 mil, and people are looking for like the 1300 mils for fruiting. I'm also going to try doing spawn in these. That's what John's using these for, is spawn. So, Jay, I'm sorry, I think his name is Jay. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing them for spawn, and then I'm going to be wrapping they have filter patches in the lids, but I'm going to be wrapping some, not parafilm, but yeah, parafilm around the top of them to also make a secondary seal. And these will be like my G1s. So I'll go from Petri dish to these, and then these will inoculate like 2 or 3 bags of spawn. And so I'm not using as many bags for my G1s. I'm not using any bags for my G1s for that matter. So I'm going to see how that works out, see if I like it or not. And because it's spawn, it should be a lot easier. I wouldn't have to really clean the bottles as well, because they're getting sterilized in the pressure cooker. So I would just spawn with them and then just clean the lip off pretty much, like wipe the lip off, make sure the cap is clean, and then load them back up again and pressure cook them. So I'll have to make another little tiny dry bagger for that if I'm going to be doing the measure into each one. It'll have to be a little tiny dry bagger that measures out like 2 cups and then injects just how much I need, and that would make it a lot quicker for that. That wouldn't be too hard to make. I just have to get some tiny knife valves. Well, it'd be the 3-inchers, but they'd have to be close together. So But yeah, update on my life. I'm still waiting for orders, still waiting to find out where I'm going to be going in February or maybe sooner. As of right now, I have no clue, so I'm kind of putting everything on hold when it comes to making any big sudden changes, like buying any big equipment or anything like that. So, because I could be going overseas and everything needs to be sold off. I'm trying to build everything up ahead of time. I'm trying to have as much as I can, at least concept-wise, worked out. Worst case scenario, I do go overseas. I can't take all the heavy equipment with me, so I'll have to build it when I get there, just because I'll be limited in weight. So, but yeah, hopefully you like this video on the bottles. I'll be sure to update any progress. I haven't made any progress besides having them sit around forever. So I figured make a video on emptying them out, showing a simple way of speeding up the process rather than just doing it completely manually with a spoon. So, all right, take it easy and keep on mushrooming.